Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing what a regular day of cleaning looks like for me as a work-at-home, stay-at-home mom. Basically what I did when I filmed this video is turned on my camera anytime I cleaned or picked up anything all day long. And by a regular day of cleaning, this is the cleaning that I need to do on a daily basis to somewhat maintain my home. I am somebody who does not love cleaning. I know some cleaning channels, that is what their thing is. They love cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. It brings them joy. That is not me at all. I have been a messy person my entire life. Maybe that's a little bit embarrassing to admit, but it's true. And I know that about myself. So when I became a mom, I had to make some big adjustments, and I'm still working on myself every single day, but I have made some great improvements and steps forward. All you have to do is go back on my channel a couple of years and see what I was dealing with then as far as disasters and messes and just chaos everywhere. Slowly but surely, I am making improvements in my habits. Those who have been here forever can attest to that. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I've had to admit to myself that I will just never be one of those people who love cleaning. For me, maintaining my home means a little bit of discipline, scheduling, and building good habits. Simple habits like unloading the dishwasher every day to make it easier to load the dishwasher when I have a chance to do that. Washing, drying, folding, and putting away some clothes every single day, even if it's just a little bit, just to make the load a little lighter. When I'm walking around the house, if I notice something in a cluttered area, I will grab a couple of things on my way to the other side of my house and put them away as I go there. Doing a quick 5-minute pickup of an area in my house that is bothering me. If my kids have made a big mess that's bothering me, which you will see later in today's video in the homeschool room, but they are currently playing nicely, it's more effective for me to continue to let them play nicely together and just pick up that mess myself rather than pulling them away from the fun that they are having together and getting stressed out trying to force them to clean up this mess that they made. If I really want that mess gone, it takes 3 to 5 minutes for me to clean it up myself, and it's just more effective. I know some of you might not agree with that and you think kids should clean up every single mess that they make, but my kids help a ton, and if there is one specific mess that is driving me nuts, I have no problem picking it up. These are just some of the things that I do to make my daily cleaning a little bit easier and less overwhelming and stressful. And like I said, this is coming from somebody who doesn't necessarily love cleaning in any way. I just know these things need to be done. I think it's important to build good habits in children, and who doesn't like enjoying a clean space once all the work is done? Even if it does only last a couple of minutes with kids, it's worth it. I know this video is on the shorter side, but like I said, what I did was turn on my camera every single time I cleaned in one day, just doing my regular maintenance cleaning. This is not over multiple days, this is just one full day. And I know some of you without kids will be like, does your house really get that messy in one day? Or maybe you're thinking that and you have 6 kids and can maintain a perfectly clean house. I'm telling you, yes. Yes, it does. My house gets very messy every single day. We have a lot going on, and I want to remind you that everybody's life is not the same. Something I am not very good at that I know a lot of people do is shut the house down at night. So when I started cleaning on this day, it was probably around 11 o'clock. I had already made breakfast and it was time to start straightening up the kitchen. A lot of that mess was from the night before. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it's just a few things that need to be picked up, and I'll hold Adeline at the end of the night and go around picking stuff up and putting it back where it belongs, but it's never a shutting down the house type of thing. By the time Rob and I are done putting Wyatt, Hazel, and Noah to bed, Adeline usually wakes up around that time, and she's up until I go to bed around 10 or 10:30, and after the 3 older ones go to bed, I'm pretty exhausted. Once they are sleeping and it's just Adeline awake, it feels pretty relaxing and in here, and like I said, I'm pretty exhausted from a busy day. Even though it's technically summer vacation, we still do some homeschooling to make sure everybody stays on track for the school year. Between all 3 kids, we usually spend about an hour or 2 a day homeschooling, and this is spread throughout the day, whether it's writing or reading or doing some math with money or linking cubes. This gives them some fun summer activities, it keeps them on track for the fall, and keeps some structure to our day during the summer. It's also important to me to limit screen time during the summer. Usually my kids will watch probably an hour of screen time throughout the entire day, mostly in the morning before they get ready for the day, and I love when my kids spend lots of time outside. I feel like that is where kids belong during the summer. They belong exploring and having adventures and just playing outdoors. And by screen time, I mean watching a movie or watching a TV show. My kids do not have tablets. Nothing at all against kids having tablets if your kids do have them. My kids used to have them, but I just found that once they would get off of their tablets, their behavior would go down the drain. It took a little while for my husband and I to figure out exactly what was going on and what was triggering this behavior. Was it because they were tired or hungry or bored, or was it the screen time? And it did turn out to be the screen time on the tablet. And as easy as it was for me to just hand one of my kids a tablet and get something done that I needed to get done, ultimately it wasn't worth it. We made this change about 2 years ago. It took about a week for my kids to adjust. They asked for their tablets repeatedly every day for probably, like I said, a week. Once that week passed, I never heard about the tablets again. I mention all of this because all of the cleaning is done in between breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack time, outside time, homeschooling, putting my youngest down for naps, nursing her throughout the day, even getting myself ready and all of my kids ready for the day. It takes time. There's so much more going on throughout the day than just cleaning. Not to mention, kids are only going to be little for so long. So rather than worrying too much about cleaning all of the time, making sure your house is perfectly tidy, I like to spend my day being productive, or we'll call it living with intention, spending most of my day with my little ones, having tons of quality time together. Even when I have things that are on my to-do list that I need to get done, I will try to involve them the best that I can, making things fun or making things a game. But sometimes they just don't want to be involved, and that's okay. They will be off playing together, coloring, playing hide and seek, just doing kid things. Speaking of kids, Adeline is on my lap right now while I'm doing this voiceover, so if you hear any baby noises like heavy breathing or coos or whatever, that is why. I'm going to clean underneath my couch now, which I do not do every day, but something I do every day is just look to see if there is anything under there. If there's anything like visible while you're walking by, at that point I know it is time to grab something to clean underneath the couch. This time I'm using one of the kids' little mops. I got each of them one because every single time I take out my e-cloth, the kids want to take it from me and use it instead. So I got each of them their own kid size one. We decided shortly after moving in to add legs to this couch simply for this reason alone. Things could get under, but then it was hard to clean underneath it. I liked the look of it better without the legs, but now I am easily able to clean underneath it, and Rob, who is 6'2", appreciates it being a little bit taller. After I'm done cleaning underneath the couch, I'm going to continue working my way around my house, moving to the bottom of my stairs. There's always a small pile of laundry right here, possibly some boxes from deliveries, and the kids for some reason love playing by the front door. It's just a nice big open area for them to bring toys and play in. One thing I cannot do is clean my entire house in a single day. I have tried. I've even said on Instagram very optimistically, I'm going to clean my entire house today, and I added it to my to-do list, clean entire house, and I never finish. I actually actually end up feeling a little bit worse because on those days where I'm like, I am going to clean my whole house, they end up being days where I hardly get anything done, and then I just feel worse that I didn't get done what I wanted to accomplish. So if you ever hear me say that I plan on cleaning my whole house in a single day, you might as well just call me out and be like, Becky, no you are not. I don't think I have ever managed to do this, clean an entire house in a single day, especially now that I have a baby, and when I was pregnant it was a little more difficult to move around, and even before that, cleaning an entire house is a lot of work, and I always find myself getting sidetracked and wanting to deep clean certain things, which takes a little bit more time. I'm sure you've seen the videos of moms, for example, going to do the dishes, then they realize they need something in another room, and then they realize, okay, well this needs to be done before I can do that. That is so me, and to keep myself on track, it actually helps me to break my list down a little bit further than just clean whole house. It helps if I list the stuff out that I need to do. If I want to get the dishes done, fold the laundry, clean my office, whatever I need to get done that day, I have a hearth display on my wall that I list my to-dos on for the day, and as the day goes on, I will check them off. It also allows me to put my to-do items in priority order, which helps me a lot. If I know for sure that I have a mountain of laundry sitting there and that is my #1 priority, it helps to see it as #1 on my list. It also helps the kids stay on track with simple tasks during the summer that I want them to get done every single day. Very simple things so that we are not laying around all day being lazy, like brush your teeth, get ready, make your bed. Noah and Hazel both have read 2 leveled readers on their list, so they work through their list. They usually get it done mid-morning. Rob even has his running to-do list on there, so the hearth display has been pretty helpful to our whole family. Right now I'm just straightening up the counter with all of our homeschooling and craft materials. There's also a power cord over here with computers and different plugs for different electronics. This area during the summer is mostly books, coloring books, reading books. There's really not a ton of homeschooling stuff. Oh my goodness, she's very talkative right now. There's really not a ton of homeschooling material because it is outside of the school year. But there's still some because we do still practice most days. If you're thinking, wait a minute, didn't she just clean in the kitchen at the beginning of this video? I did, and we did an entire circle around my main floor, picking up and cleaning everything throughout the day. But like I mentioned in the beginning, an area never stays clean for very long, so before going upstairs and putting in a load of laundry before I go to bed, I wanted to do a quick pickup of the kitchen. I didn't wipe anything down. There are still dishes in the sink, but at least I can wake up to a clutter-free kitchen in the morning. Before I go to bed, I'm putting the clothes that were in the washer into the dryer, so tomorrow they will be dry and I will fold them, so this will kind of carry over into the next morning where I will fold and put away 2 loads of laundry. I did a poll over on Instagram to ask which room I should make over next between my mudroom and my laundry room. The laundry room won by far, but I would love to know your thoughts over here as well on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section. Would you rather see my laundry room or my mudroom made over next? You know, the last makeover I did was my bedroom. I absolutely love how it turned out. I will link that video in the description for you if you missed it. My room turned out so warm and cozy and inviting. It is just everything I could have imagined. Regardless of which room wins, I'm curious how you feel about color drenching. I have been loving seeing this. I don't know if it's a trend or if it's just new to me, but seeing rooms color drenched I think is beautiful. Let me know what you think about color drenching in the comments. Because I just made over my bedroom, I still had my old nightstands out in the hallway. Rob already went through and emptied his old nightstand and put his stuff in his new nightstand. I had yet to do that, but there's a lot of papers and things in my nightstand, so I did that off camera. Earlier, I brought this stair basket upstairs, so I'm going to finish putting everything that's in the stair basket away. Then I'm going to vacuum this area before folding the laundry. I know it might be a little weird, but lately I've enjoyed folding folding my laundry in the hallway. Adeline naps in my room, and that is what she was doing at this moment. My older three were playing downstairs on the main floor, so it's kind of a perfect central location when I'm separating clothes. I'm not in one room or another. I just separate the kids' clothes, separate my clothes, fold the towels, and take everybody's clothes to their own room. Usually I would have the kids' collapsible laundry baskets out here while I'm doing this, so I can just take their whole basket back into their room, but if I'm being honest, they were already full of laundry, so I just added to their laundry that needs to be put away. I have found that this is what works best for my family, just separating everything first into everybody's own pile, putting it in each person's room, then tackle putting it away in that person's room rather than going through every single item and folding it right here. This way the laundry is at least in the room that it belongs. Speaking of laundry, I'd love to know if you have a laundry day. Right now, I don't have any sort of structure to doing the laundry. I just do it when it needs to be done. But I feel like it might be beneficial to have some sort of laundry schedule. Let's say doing laundry Mondays and Thursdays or something like that. If you have a large family of, let's say, 6 or more, I would love to know what your laundry schedule looks like if you have one. I know today's video is a lot different than you're used to, with a lot less music and a lot more talking. Royalty-free music can be a little bit challenging because there's not many good choices, and I feel like the good choices are heavily overplayed, so I thought it would be fun and interesting and different to just chat with you the whole time. So let me know what is on your to-do list today. Do you have anything special going on this week? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. Even though this video was a little bit different, I still hope you enjoyed it and found it motivating and encouraging, and also very, very realistic. A lot of cleaning videos are filmed over many days, and they don't show you what a real cleaning day in the life looks like as a stay-at-home or work-at-home mom. I hope today's video did that. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one.